Okay, so I sort of changed up a little bit of the background here. Well, it's not different at all. I just changed the camera from pointing straight forward to just showing off whatever the hell is back there. But anyways, so yeah, it took all day to get this race in, but we finally did. And to say that this race sucked, I mean, if you really hate this package with a passion, then yeah, you would probably absolutely hate this race. But honestly, for what it was, I actually thought it was kind of good. So let's just get right on straight into things. This race, the way I can describe it is that you basically had the same leader throughout the whole entire race. Yeah, Logano was leading throughout those first few laps, but that didn't really affect anything, or it didn't really affect the race. I don't think. Well, for me liking it at least. Then you just had Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and then Tyler Reddick. We'll get into Tyler Reddick in a little bit here, but anyways, so yeah, I mean, this race was just. I mean, it was. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was good. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the best race of the season. I mean, hell, I enjoyed it. That's just plain and simple. I enjoyed this race and all that. So yeah. And so talking about the big highlights of the race, well, there are technically only two in terms of crash reels and all that stuff. There was Ryan Newman spinning out in the first 23 laps, and then there was I'm trying to regain my memories here, but I think Ryan Newman putting Logano into the wall, right there, kind of killing his day. Well, Logano had his day pretty much already killed anyway, so it didn't really matter. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I mean, this race was just pretty much it was pretty much straightforward. You know, you had. I mean, the one thing I liked about this race was that you had a lot of battles. You know, for the lead. You know, the cars really handle well in this kind of sort of style of, or in this condition, you know. And I'll get into that in a little bit, but basically, the cars tonight handled very well, I think. You know, I've said this before, but I really do think that this aero package is really meant for nighttime racing when it's cool and all that stuff. So, yeah, and I'm glad that this Homestead race was under the lights and all that. Because now I'm going to get into sort of why the championship race sucked last year in general. It was kind of just sort of because, well, the deal was that, okay, with that race, you only had 4 cars that were pretty much competitive and that were going for the championship, and that was the same thing for this race too. You basically only had. I thought there was someone back there, but yeah, I'm getting a little bit paranoid for that these past few couple of days. But anyways, I mean, the deal was with that is that it was a day race going into a night race, and I just don't think that this really transfers all that well. I mean, that's just been my problem. That was my problem with the Homestead race last year, but this race was, I mean, it was enjoyable, I think, to say the least. Okay, I didn't feel bored throughout any time during the race. I was engaged throughout the whole thing and all that, and I just thought we saw a pretty good race. Now, the one thing you can take away from this race was that, yeah, I will get into this. Yeah, it was pretty hard to pass in this race, which, I mean, that's pretty much expected already from this aero package already, which is going to transfer, you know, into, I think next year? They're going to use the same aero package for next year, but I'm pretty sure they're going to use it for the Gen 7 car. I'm sorry, my dates are pretty much off. It was pretty much a long day. Had to wait out the lightning and all that in the ring. So yeah, that's what pretty much made it pretty much a long day, and also my hair is a little bit messed up. I didn't dry it all that good, or I didn't really do it, and all that. And I just took a shower mid race, so that's pretty much why. But yeah, Hamlin dominated both of those stages. He was challenged by, of course, Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, and all that. And Tyler Reddick was just hanging out in the back all night, all race long. And it's just, this race is just pretty much different. It just had a different feel to it. And that's pretty much why I think that I would love if there were. I think that with this race not being the championship race, I think it may suit it maybe a little bit more better. I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me that I'm wrong and all this stuff, But I mean, I don't know. And so, yeah. So one of the big controversies of the race was, the whole deal with Joey Logano holding up Chase Elliott, which then eventually got Denny Hamlin the lead and all that. I mean, to me, okay, I'm sort of half and half. I sort of think that he did that intentionally, but then again, I mean, he's trying to defend his position, okay? Okay? That's what you're supposed to do as a lap car. I mean, why do you think Ryan Newman does that pretty much every single weekend? And to every single driver he races, dude. I mean, I really won't understand that, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter because, and all that, and yeah, I mean, I think that was just kind of not a really good move by Joey Logano, I honestly think, kind of holding up Chase Elliott. I do sort of think it's intentional, but then again, he has the right to defend his position, and all that. But if he were 2 laps down, that probably would have been a different story, I think. And I think he was already 1 lap down, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, in short, Denny Hamlin won this race. Chase Elliott once again finished second. And realistically, Chase Elliott probably would have had 5 wins by now, I think. But bad luck has been killing him lately. And I don't need to just bash on Chase Elliott every single week and all that. I mean, honestly, it's kind of, I don't think it's even funny just thinking how he should have, he's been so close to winning a lot of races so far this year. You had the Darlington race. You had the Coke 600. And, of course, he won the Charlotte race number 2. He could have won Bristol. I'm trying to remember here, but, yeah, realistically, he probably would have had 4 wins by now. Or 5, And it just sucks that he's just been having bad luck, which is kind of good for us because we don't have to listen to those Chase Elliott fans at all, and all that. And they're the reason why I just love being a Chase fan, honestly. But talking about Tyler Reddick right here, I saved this little segment for Tyler Reddick. Dude, this guy was a beast all day long, dude. He was a beast all day, and that's not just because his sponsors tamed the beast, even though it wasn't Tame the Beast, it was Chevy Cares, which, yeah, sure. But, like I said, he was a beast. He was an absolute beast. He was pretty much running 4th all day, I would be very honest, but, dude, if he would have won this race, I think that just would have been incredible just to see an actual rookie winning. And this is on speed, not because of any rain and all that, which is why I still kind of consider Chris Buescher a little bit better than Chase Elliott. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, but talking a little bit about other things that happened during the weekend. You had the Xfinity and the truck races, and the Xfinity race, especially the first one on Saturday, I thought was the best race of the whole weekend. And, I mean, that just had everything, dude. It had Dale Jr. in it and all that. Dude, if Gregson wasn't the dominant car, if his car maybe would have blown a tire, maybe on those last few couple laps, Dale Jr. maybe would have won. Okay. But other than that, it was pretty good to see Dale Jr. win again. And that was the first time in months I've actually rooted for my drivers. Like, okay, man, come on. We got to win this, and all that. So, yeah. Yeah, then the Xfinity race that happened afterwards, it kind of sucked. Well, the finish kind of helped it. And then Chase Briscoe then won that one. Harrison Burton won the other one on Saturday. My God, Noah Gragson won 2 races in a row, which is fine for me. I don't like Gragson, so yeah. The truck race, I didn't really watch the truck race all that much. It was pretty much because my TV broke, and I had to swap the TV, and I missed half of the race. So it's like Bushy was just leading, so I was just all like, all right. So yeah, the truck race pretty much sucked. But I don't really know. I mean, I didn't really see the full race, so I can't really give you all my thoughts. So I would overall rate the Homestead Cup race a solid. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Better than the championship race, that's for sure. And I think this is a perfect spot for Homestead, honestly. But I don't really know. We have to see how the championship race at Phoenix will do. Will it suck and all that stuff? I don't really know. I really don't like Phoenix as a racetrack anyways, but hey, we will have to see. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Tell me what you thought of the race in the comments below. And I'll see you all in the next video.